Southpaw, baby. Open it up,
Not naturally as big a man as those other welterweights. So start there. That's a fair point. He moved up in weight, Barrios. So he's not a naturally big, natural welterweight.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis made a surprise appearance at Manny Pacquiao's training camp just days ahead of the Filipino icon's much-anticipated bout against Mario Barrios. Despite being from different eras, the two fighters, who once competed in overlapping weight classes, exchanged respectful greetings. But Davis wasn't just there for a friendly visit. According to sources close to the camp, Davis shared key insights from his 2021 fight against Barrios, offering Pacquiao detailed advice on the opponent's habits, vulnerabilities, and patterns. Insiders say Davis was candid and thorough, pointing out the best moments to strike and move an unexpected but powerful gesture that many see as a symbolic passing of the torch between two boxing generations.
I was talking to somebody about Manny coming back fighting Mario Barrios.
Ouch.
And this was the analogy I gave. Your timing is just, it slows down. That's time. Time slows you down. And so to me, I think Manny has to come out very strong, very fast in the first couple of rounds because his gas tank ain't what it used to be. At 46 years old, you come out and let's just say hypothetically your gas is half full at 46 years old. I'd rather try to use that half tank
when I got something
in 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And really get off on this kid because he has the kind of style. Styles make fights. He's got the perfect style for Manny to do what he do. But the further that fight goes, the more that's gonna go down. He ain't young no more when it does this. It ain't gonna do this no more. It ain't gonna go down and then come back up. He not gonna create space, take a deep breath, and that thing shoot up the way it used to. He ain't gonna do that, you know what I mean?
At 46, Pacquiao has rejoined forces with Freddie Roach and the trusted coaching team that once propelled him to conquer 8 weight divisions. Their reunion brings back the familiar chemistry of old, but the training atmosphere is more calculated this. Time-focused and disciplined, with a clear awareness of the years that have passed since Pacquiao last stepped into the ring.
Pacquiao in the winner.
Well, look, Freddie, I appreciate your time.
Manny's wife will get mad at me for saying that.
You're trying to drag him back out.
I talked to Manny on the phone, and he wants to fight one more time.
He wants to fight one more time?
He does.
Against, not an exhibition, a professional fight?
He wants a real fight.
Who right now, though, could he fight?
We have... I haven't let him choose anyone yet, but the thing is, it's just his heart has. He said he wants one more fight, and then his wife calls me up and says, "Don't let him fight, don't let him fight." And I try to be on her side and so forth. But like when a man in the sport wants to fight, you know, sometimes he's gonna fight. I agree with you. He's gonna fight, and you know who? It doesn't matter.
In a recent interview, Mario Barrios shared his thoughts on facing Manny Pacquiao, making comparisons to his former opponent, Gervonta Davis. Barrios pointed out similarities between the two boxing legends, noting they're both on the smaller side, but they move incredibly well and have fast hands. Although Barrios has often benefited from a height advantage in the ring, he expressed clear respect for Pacquiao's proven ability to handle and defeat much taller opponents throughout his storied career.
Yeah, you know, it's very unserious, but yeah, man. I mean, I know he's gonna bring it whenever we step in there, And but yeah, right now all the media, everything, you know, it's fun. You know, it's all smiles. But both of us, man,
When you first got to the pay-per-view level, there was like an adjustment period. You had to get used to it. And was there any nerves up there? Because this is even another level than the Tank fight and the Thurman fight.
Nah, no nerves. Like how you said, you know, I think those fights, you know, have only, you know, prepared me, you know, for this level. And now, you know, doing like all this media stuff, like, I mean, I've always hated this, right? I still do, but I've definitely, you know, gotten a lot more comfortable with it, or just used to it.
All right, guys, last question, guys.
The Tank fight that you learned with the slick, fast southpaw with lightning fast hands. What do you think you can take from your experience with Tank and apply it to Manny?
I think I could take a lot from that fight, actually, man. You know, like the way Tank, you know, you use the way he closes his distance. You know, the way, you know, like he worked off his speed. You know, he
Commenting on the relaxed atmosphere during their face-off, Barrios described Pacquiao as easygoing outside the ring, but a completely different presence once the gloves are on. He jokes around a lot, but I know when the bell rings, he's all business, Barrios remarked. Reflecting on his fight with Gervonta Davis, Barrios said that the way Davis quickly closed distance and unleashed fast, explosive combinations taught invaluable lessons he now hopes to put to use when facing Pacquiao.
You're a lot bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I knew there was gonna be a height difference regardless. I've been dealing with that my whole career. I mean, I started pro at 122, so I mean, I've always had, you know, like the height advantage on most of the guys I have fought. But I mean, you know, it's still dangerous. You know, he has fought, you know, plenty of people with my height before, and been very successful. So I mean, I know, like, it's just, yeah, I just gotta go in there and do what I'm training for.
Mario, you know, I can't recall who said it, but they said once Pacquiao gets you smiling, it's like he's got you or something. And you guys were sharing a lot of smiles. What do you think about that, man?
I don't know, man. I feel like I knew the face-off, just, you know, being in front of it. I've been seeing a face-off people since I was a kid. You know, he's a very unserious person, but he's very serious when he steps in the ring.
Barrios made it clear he's ready for a battle. It's kill or be killed, he said, referencing Pacquiao's tough loss to Yordenis Ugas as proof that he's prepared to go deep into the trenches if the fight demands it. After weeks of intense training with his team, Barrios believes every previous fight has been a stepping stone leading to this moment. Meanwhile, Pacquiao isn't looking past Barrios, but he's not hiding his ambition either. In a November 2023 interview, he acknowledged interest in a future bout with Gervonta Davis, saying he's a talented fighter. If he's willing to move up to 147, I'm open to it. His longtime advisor, Sean Gibbons, echoed that sentiment recently, calling a potential Pacquiao versus Davis clash a dream fight. He even suggested Pacquiao could put a WBC title on the line if the matchup materializes. Pacquiao, never one to back down, reiterated that he's not afraid of any opponent, young, powerful, or otherwise. His message is simple. He's still here, and he's ready for anyone.
They keep mentioning Gervonta Davis. They keep talking about Gervonta Davis as a possible fight, Manny. You like that fight? Because he's little, like, he's your size.
I like that. I like that. I mean, I like that, but, you know, let's finish first this one, because this one is a taller champion like that. So I have a lot of things to do in training camp.
Joe Rogan has spoken highly of Gervonta Tank Davis, praising both his unique approach and presence in the ring. On a recent episode of his podcast, Rogan described Davis as one of the most compelling fighters in boxing today, not because he's flashy, but because of how different his style is. He's so efficient, every move has purpose, Rogan noted, emphasizing how Davis makes the most out of minimal motion, delivering powerful results with precision. This kind of ring IQ and economy of movement, combined with his slick southpaw stance, is exactly what makes Davis such a nightmare for opponents. His unpredictable rhythm and sharp execution continue to earn him a spot among the sport's elite.
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch. because he's so different. His style is so different. You know, he's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out. And the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he very explosive. And he be cracking them dudes. Hey, he be putting them to sleep.
Just cracking people.
Yeah.
And he has so much confidence in his power.
So, you know, he just, in his mind, he know it's a matter of time before I catch.
Boxing analysts often draw comparisons between Gervonta Davis and Mario Barrios, particularly noting the contrast in their styles. Davis's explosive, compact power versus Barrios' rangy, adaptable approach. In their head-to-head clash, the 5 feet 5 inches southpaw Davis showcased his signature accuracy and knockout power, connecting on 45% of his power shots and scoring 3 knockdowns before sealing a dramatic TKO in the 11th round. Despite the height difference, Barrios stands nearly 6 inches taller. He effectively used his jab to control distance, outlanding Davis in 6 of the first 10 rounds. However, many pointed out that his jab lacked the impact needed to deter Davis from closing the gap. Tactically, Davis was a step ahead. He lured Barrios forward, slipping past the jab and countering with vicious hooks and uppercuts that targeted both the head and body. Still, Barrios earned widespread respect. He showed grit, kept his defensive shape under fire, and got up multiple times, proving that he's more than capable of surviving high-level punishment.
And what time is it, y'all? Time to start a debate inside a barbershop. We're gonna pit Mario Barrios against Tank Gervonta Davis. Yes, sir. Starting with the champion, the pride and joy of San Antonio, Texas, Mario Barrios. He stands at 5'10" with a 71-inch reach. He's currently undefeated at 26-0 with 17 knockouts. He is the man that holds the WBA regular junior welterweight championship belt. The challenger, representing Baltimore, Maryland, Tank Gervonta Davis. He stands at 5'5.5" with a 67.5-inch reach. His record, 24-0 with 23 knockouts. Wait a minute, don't be so quick to throw this guy under the bus. Yes, we know Tank Gervonta Davis is a knockout machine, but he's only ever knocked out people he can weight bully. What happens when he has to go up 2 weight classes, gives up 5 inches in height and almost 4 inches in reach to a man who can establish his jab well, knows his distance, and puts in good body work? Oh, did I mention he's also coached by Virgil Hunter? That's Andre Ward's coach, so you know he's going to come in there with a game plan. I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm going to pick him to win by 12-round unanimous decision. What do you think?
Tim Chu didn't mince words when sharing his thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's upcoming July 19th return against Mario Barrios. After the conclusion of the promotional press tour, the former WBO super welterweight champion was candid in his assessment, admitting that he struggles to envision a Pacquiao victory. Manny's age is a major factor. Barrios is a machine, only 30, in his prime. It's going to be a tough ask, Chu stated. Still, he wasn't counting Pacquiao out entirely. Then again, it's Pacquiao we're talking about. He's unpredictable. He always finds a way to shock people. Su's remarks highlight the underlying tension of the matchup. A legendary veteran stepping into the ring one more time against a younger, hungry contender at the peak of his powers.
I think Barrios wins. I think young, and it's hard with age. But I think if anyone was going to do it, Manny Pacquiao's the man.
Pacquiao pushed back against the narrative surrounding his upcoming fight, stressing that this comeback is very different from his previous loss to Yordenis Ugas. He explained that this time around, he's fully focused, well-rested, and mentally sharp, unlike during the Ugas fight, when he struggled with cramped legs, distance control, and conditioning issues. Pacquiao emphasized that he's now 100% dedicated to this return. His training has confirmed that his speed and footwork remain intact, sharpened by a 4-year break from the ring. Freed from personal distractions and no longer juggling multiple fights, He feels fully recharged, driven by a deep determination to reclaim championship glory.
Tell us about your preparation for Mario Barrios. How is it different to 4 years ago when you faced Ugas?
The different, I'm more focused right now. No distraction, I really focus on the whole training camp and focus on stamina, focus on techniques. He is a champion. He is a fighter that, we cannot underestimate him. He's taller than me. He has the advantage, but we prepare for that. Just watch on July 19. It's gonna be a good fight.
There has been ongoing speculation, mainly from Floyd Mayweather and his team, about Manny Pacquiao's possible use of performance-enhancing drugs prior to their 2015 blockbuster bout. Mayweather's camp pushed for strict USAID-style blood testing, questioning how Pacquiao managed to move up multiple weight classes while maintaining his power. Pacquiao strongly denied these allegations, even taking legal action for defamation. He confidently stated he would pass any drug test and offered to pay a $5 million penalty if proven otherwise. Nevada State Athletic Commission official Keith Kaiser later confirmed that Pacquiao had cleared all pre- and post-fight drug tests. The dispute concluded with a settlement, and Mayweather's team retracted their steroid accusations, clarifying they never intended to imply Pacquiao used banned substances.
Manny's a generational, talented fighter, but I don't feel like, he did it on his own.
I don't think Pacquiao took steroids. Really, the Mayweathers questioned it and drilled him on it, and that made people pick a side. I can't say that means Pacquiao was on something. And the reason why is because Pacquiao may have been the most tested fighter of all time. He never failed a test. Floyd did. So you're talking about a situation where now you're just saying he's so good that he must be on something. But number two, Crawford said Pacquiao was knocking everybody out until he took the test. That was a damn lie. Pacquiao power went down after he went up. Pacquiao didn't knock out anybody at welterweight. That had nothing to do with the test. He went up and he ain't knocked anyone out at welterweight. He knocked out Ricky Hatton. That was at 140. Floyd knocked out Ricky Hatton. So that doesn't say that Pacquiao had steroid power. He wasn't knocking out anybody. Yeah, he was beating them up.
Prominent boxing commentator Teddy Atlas has expressed both respect and caution regarding Manny Pacquiao's return to the ring against Mario Barrios. Atlas acknowledged that legendary fighters like Pacquiao often receive special consideration or skip the line in the sport. However, he stressed that Pacquiao's impressive legacy shouldn't overshadow the undeniable effects of aging. Some fighters get to bypass the usual path, Atlas noted, but the real question is where Manny stands physically right now. God forbid something serious were to happen to him at this stage of his life. While Atlas honors Pacquiao's monumental contributions to boxing, he also reminds fans of the physical toll that time takes on athletes, especially those making a comeback after several years away. His perspective highlights the fine line between celebrating a legend and acknowledging the risks involved with returning to high-level competition after a long break.